And first,
Okay.
we've the Army's all the four-star headquarters in the Army were bracked by Congress, and they've got to move to new locations by September FY11. So there's a huge opportunity here. So we're moving large headquarters to new locations, and they've got to pick up and inventory their applications. And while they're moving, we have an opportunity to maybe take some of those computers underneath desks and put them in the cloud. And you want to do that for a couple of reasons, right? You want to do that for efficiencies, right? I mean, the industry standard is most people that run a single application on a server are running 20, 30% efficiency, and you can certainly do better if you bring that into a virtualized environment.
Sure.
So one's just pure efficiencies, probably do it better in a cloud environment. The second one is agility. And so we did a test last year in the Army we called a Steer Challenge. And we took a brigade combat team from Fort Bragg, and we virtually pretended we were going to deploy them to Germany. And we went through all 6 phases of the deployment. And what we did was we took those battle command systems that usually they carry with them and are stuck in a ship for 2 months while they transfer, and they need to update all the information when they get there. And we said, what if we hosted those applications on the cloud, and they could use it for train up at garrison? While they're deploying, they could still update the data as new intelligence came in. And then when they got there, they could download the data, do a replication, and their boxes would be current. It was a difficult test. We found a lot of problems, but we validated the concept. That really makes sense. So one of the key virtues of leveraging the cloud for us is going to be pure agility. Look at the agility it gives the warfighter if the data is always available no matter what phase they are in the deployment. Because as you know today, during every phase, when they start at home station training, then they go to a training area, and they got to move the data from home station to the training. Then they go to the deployment, and they got to hold the data because the data's on a ship. Then they get to theater, and they got to re-update their data. And so just the agility for having the data always available there is wonderful.